Good morning, everybody. It is good to see you. I can't see you. Good morning, everybody. It would be good to see you if I could see you. I don't know what I'm saying. Happy Thursday. If you were looking for Barbara Streisand's Yentl outtakes, you're in the wrong place. This morning, Brian tries to hold it in. Which Muppet was arrested for grand larceny? And let's find out on the Morning Laugh.
Good morning, everybody. Listen, if you're looking for actual news headlines from Mike James, you're not going to get it because this is the Morning Laugh, and I have no idea the things he just said. Let's introduce our people. We've got Mike James coming up first. What's up, man?
Hello. How are you, Chris?
It was good. What you just said was fantastic. And I'm like, what did he just say? I have no idea, but I loved it. Here's Brian Kohatsu, the great Brian. What's up, Brian?
His mouth's full.
Just hydrating.
Brian,
hydrating as usual.
Let me ask you a question. Are we missing anybody in our group right now?
No, there's just the three of us, right?
Oh, no, you're right. There's a fourth one who's waving in the small little camera that we can see. It's Josh Novi.
Hey. Novi. You forgot about me.
Yes. So here's the question.
Yes.
What does Gen X love? What's their favorite type or style of food?
I would say
Pizza.
None of us are Gen X, or are you Gen X, Josh?
No, I'm millennial.
That's right. Okay. So none of us are Gen X.
I would say fast food.
You guys are not too far off, actually. Anybody else? Any other guesses?
Okay, so Norm says Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's his guess.
That's very specific.
I would say Generation X, they like ham sandwiches, but that Oscar Mayer ham with the little tiny cheese dots in the middle. That's their favorite. That's their favorite food.
Yeah. Very, very specific and not at all true.
Shrimp scampi, maybe? Do they?
Oh, yeah. Shrimp scampi. This sounds like a movie. What's the Rotten Tomatoes score? And then you find out it's a hole.
It's lower than Paddington 2.
Yeah. Anything lower than Paddington 2, I don't watch. Paddington 2 is my standard. That's my standard of movie from now on.
That's great.
People say, hey, you got to watch this movie. It's so good. But is it Paddington 2?
Yeah, they'd be like, hey,
Paddington 2 good.
John Wick. And I'd be like, cool. Does he eat marmalade?
Which pretty much isn't that just orange jelly?
It is orange jelly.
I'm sure there's some difference. Somebody's going to correct us. But I was
really?
it's just orange jelly.
I had a show this past weekend, and there was this really nice lady who gave me jam. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what jam goes on, but I'm gonna put something on it this morning because I really want jam.
Toast.
Yeah, jam goes on bread. What universe do you live in?
Peanut butter and jelly.
It's like you've never, like someone gave me this thing called jam, and I just don't know what to do with it. I have this peanut butter, I have this bread, and I just
I've got jam. I don't know what I'm supposed to eat after the peanut butter sandwich. I don't know what I'm supposed to eat.
So I eat the peanut butter sandwich, and I take a spoonful of jam, and I eat that.
I jam that in my mouth.
Well, no, listen, that's peanut butter and jelly, you guys.
Jam and jelly are the same thing. So the only difference is jelly doesn't have the seeds in it.
Agree to disagree, sir. Okay, I'm pretty sure jam looks different.
Agree to disagree.
Meghan Markle makes her own book.
Chris, good morning.
Hey, I'm glad I'm reasonable. Ah!
I like Chris started the show by doing his vocal warm-ups for us. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle
makes a book.
Magic.
Maybe you didn't drink enough coffee. That's why you fell asleep. Although you said you had 200 milligrams of coffee. I don't know how much coffee's in coffee.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't know that either. I had no idea how much coffee's in coffee. So apparently, just an average cup of coffee is about 60 milligrams. And 60 to like 70 milligrams. That's an average cup of coffee. Well, I have been drinking Nespresso. It's my new thing. Like as much as I want to buy 1 million K-cups, I now want to buy 1 million Nespresso pods. And it's fantastic. Every time I drink it, though, I realize, man, I'm really wired. What's because on average, one Nespresso cup of coffee is about 100 to 200 milligrams of caffeine.
And Chris is distracted again.
I am
Okay.
super
Listen,
distracted. I gotta walk out of here. Jonathan just came out, which is great, but he has like a huge stain on his shirt. So I gotta figure out what's happening, and he's giving me a weird look.
So Chris is going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I
Chris
gotta go to the
is in
bathroom. Guys. I'll be right back. That's true.
Yeah.
So
I
speaking
can
of
see it.
speaking of Dumb and Dumber, the new Fast and the Furious movie is coming out soon. Which one is this? 9?
I don't know. I think it
I
depends
saw
on
the
how you
trailer
count.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
What do you think?
there were several movies that were part of the sequels, but I think they've like abandoned, like they've cut those out of the sequels. And like, okay, we don't acknowledge those anymore, and we're moving back over to the
Oh, really?
other. Yeah, because I can't remember which ones they were. I was reading something about it where they
Tokyo
thought
Drift.
yeah.
Oh, let me guess, Mike. It's probably Fast and the Furious 3 Tokyo Drift that they're probably
I don't
kicking out because nobody was in it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Happy Asian Heritage Month, by the way.
You know,
I'll guarantee you, nobody's in it except Vin Diesel at the very last second of the movie going, "You want to race?" And that's it.
Then maybe that's the one. But it was more than one. There was a couple. They just said it didn't follow any of the plot line that they wanted to go with it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
basically
the,
3 is the equivalent to Halloween 3. You guys remember Halloween 3? No, Mike
No.
Myers. It was about an evil factory that built masks that when they played a commercial, it would somehow make decay the face and worms would come out of your face. Has nothing to do with
Okay.
Mike Myers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Check
the
it out.
masks were the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones.
Pretty much. I didn't know that. Yeah, Mike Myers apparently is in the Indiana Jones universe.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the one thing. This is a funny, sad thing, but as a comedian, I think it's funny. So please forgive me if you absolutely hate what I'm about to say. But every time around a new Fast and Furious movie, there's always interview with Vin Diesel. And every time the question comes up about Paul, Vin Diesel always cries. And it's kind of become my new favorite thing is to watch his interviews because I know Vin Diesel, who's a big man, is just gonna cry at any point, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, I feel bad, but it's also pretty cool.
and he's referring to Paul Hogan. Everybody, Paul
Yeah.
Hogan.
Yeah. He's talking about
Crocodile Dundee. Yes. So this is what I was going to say. So in the trailer, John Cena's in the movie, right?
Oh.
And they're like, "Oh, he's doing this and this," and they're like, "Wait a minute!" And then Vin Diesel's character's name is Dom. Okay,
Mhm.
and then they're like, "Oh man, John Cena, yeah, that's his brother." And I'm like, "What?" Vin Diesel's brother is John Cena, and John Cena, you know, I'm assuming then this one's Fast and the Furious, Dom and Dahmer. I don't know.
That'd be great. The Fast and Furious saga. I love it because they know what they are. They play it up to the highest degree that they possibly can, and it's ridiculous and it's fun, and I love them.
I didn't think it was dumb though. I loved it. What was dumb about it?
A lot of things really.
No. Like what?
I don't know.
Everything was scientifically factual, sir.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Listen to the time loop. Listen, the time, of course, the time loop. In hold on a second. I gotta go back to this real quick. Tom Hoy says supposed to put chicken bones in a glass jar and then put the lid on and then let them rot in the bone jar.
Okay, that's such a dad thing to make that up and then give it a name.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, on breaking news, we are calling the authorities on Tom Hoy's. I've never heard of that. Does anyone else have a bone jar? I've never heard of that. Okay. Tomorrow, speaking of bone jars, Tomorrow War. Chris Pratt, he's fighting aliens. They're great. They're phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, it's not going to spoil anything because you already know how it ends. All right. Sorry. Hate to tell you this. We all know. All right. He goes to fight the aliens, and there's like a time loop, and it's 30 years in the future, and so they ran out of soldiers, so they have to bring people from the past to fight for the future. But then that really messes with how are you going to bring people from the past, and then they're going to go to the future to die, but then they're not going to have the kids that are going to be the soldiers in the future.
No. Here's the thing, though, and this is where I think that the world is getting confused. I think people, especially those that are in favor of the Free Britney movement, are a little bit confused of what's happening in the movie. And again, I don't want to give anything away in case somebody hasn't seen it yet, but they explain that in the beginning via the news segments, and they say that only 50% of the world population is qualified to move forward because those are the people that don't have kids in the future. They don't, there's like several different things that are going to help to ensure that they can move forward. So there's no flaws in that part. Just saying.
I thought that it was this also not going to spoil the movie at all. It is the only people that are allowed to go are the ones who would be dead already in that time. That's part of the thing.
But then they also couldn't have had a kid. Any of the kids that are in the future, they would also be disqualified. The parents, yeah, unless they already had the kids. They already had the kids.
Wouldn't that be how terrible would you feel if you're just like, man, I can't wait to meet the love of my life. I want to have kids, and then like the time cops show up and they're like, hey, loser, over there, you're a virgin.
You never have kids.
You die early with no kids. Anyways, come fight aliens with us.
I think we all know a guy like Fozzie Bear.
Well, good morning, everybody. And with that, we want to get started.
Sense.
And lemurs, I don't know if you know this, were named after Lee Majors. But they just put it together because he's such a big fan. They thought those little creatures look like Lee Majors. And that's how that happened.
Ellen DeGeneres is quitting. Did you know Paul McCartney is doing yoga, and there's a huge gas shortage all over the southern United States. All this and more on the Morning Laugh.
If you guys are ready for it, I'll spoil it right now.
I'm ready for it.
I bought, and I had extensive talk with the manager when I went to go purchase this. I bought a paper shredder, and yeah. So here's the deal.
Are you worried about security in your documents at home?
It's just old tax forms.
Oh,
and it wasn't enough to take in and go, here, it's bulk enough. So I thought, every once in a while I do want to shred something. So I bought a little tiny one, right? And I had a coupon.
Please tell me your tie got caught in it at one point.
And comedy ensued. My head was going closer, and the teeth were like coming at me. So the manager says, I said, hey, I got this coupon that for some reason never works here on anything I happen to buy. And he goes, let me take a look at it. He looks at it. He goes, man, paper shredder? Yeah, it's considered electronics. I'm like, really? A basket and some scissors? That's electronics? And he goes, yeah, pretty much. Anything in the middle of the store. I said, so on the outside, say, I don't know, buckets and scissors, I could get 20% off on that. He goes, yeah. I'm like, but if the scissors move, then I can't.
So pretty much like
conversation. He had no sense of humor.
Highlighters and sticky notes.
So, anyways, I was shredding yesterday, and do I look shredded? I look shredded now, don't I?
Yeah, you look like you've been shredding.
My wife got very excited, but then she realized it was a paper shredder. So whatever. Anyways,
yeah,
and I don't want to brag, but I bought a paper shredder.
Then Shredder from Ninja Turtles came in, and then it was like a whole thing. And he's like, "Did someone say Shredder?" And then he like started and then he had to do kung fu and stuff. It was a weird.
We have Mike James at the helm.
Hello, everybody.
He's the captain of the ship. We're not gonna lie. He's the admiral. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going, Joshua?
Hey, I'm wide awake.
Really?
I am. Cool. It's I guess I don't deserve sleep is what God has been telling me the last few nights. So How are you guys feeling?
Pretty okay. Pretty okay. I must say.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm in that same, literally the same thing. I've not been able to sleep. Me and Micah both just have not been able to sleep this week, but I like it. You just embrace it. You say, hey,
I don't know if this helps at all, you guys, but I've been sleeping like a baby. I mean, I just slept like a rock.
Good morning, everyone. Josh, I'm going to be hosting the Morning Laugh this morning. We are, it is a millennials only day. You just saw the other person in the thing, and then we lost him, and now he's back. Oh my goodness, who is that? Oh,
Here I
no,
am.
it's Christmas. Oh, what? Oh,
What?
welcome to the Morning Laugh, Mr. Chris.
I'd like to apologize for my behavior. I started off the show by saying the word guys a bunch, and I once ran a show where the host kept saying guys, and I judged him too harshly. And,
Yeah.
and then I did it. So
Speaking of that, I have found that I like to say y'all.
yeah,
Right. So y'all, I found that y'all is happens to be just the best non-gender specific way of talking about a group of people, and it turns out that it's kind of ironic, right? That it's like, hey y'all, but it turns out that it's actually the best way to talk to people and not offend anyone's gender. So
no, I like my favorite way to not offend anybody's gender is to say, hey ladies, with no matter who I'm talking to. It's great. I think people are less offended.
Like you're a football coach from the 90s.
Yeah.
Listen up, ladies.
Listen up, ladies.
Ladies.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I feel like people are more inclined to be okay with that. Yeah. It's my jam.
That's great. See, this is something that we couldn't do if we had the other guys here. We can't talk about gender studies with the boomer, you know?
Of course not. Although I don't think that's what we were talking about.
I don't think that it is either.
Man.
Oh man.
Hey.
I'm super excited. Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, last night was game 4 of the NBA Finals.
Did you watch it?
Of course I'm watching. Are you watching it?
Yeah, of course. We're in Phoenix, so obviously I'm a fan of the Bucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Boo.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing, man.
Crazy.
People don't realize, man, that the Suns, we have the Bucks right where we want them. You know, those poor guys, they don't even know.
No, we do have them because it's 2-2. There couldn't have been a better position. I love when people say that. And so they're talking about the Britney Spears case. So the headline I was reading is Britney Spears can choose her own lawyer in conservatorship case. A judge has ruled. But that's not what I focus on. As I scroll down, there's a picture of some lady holding a gigantic flag that says Free Britney. And that's when it hit me. We have too much time on our hands, even when we all need to not have too much time on our hands. It's vitally important.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's get this. Oh, you're
going to get the picture.
I'm going to get
I love it. I appreciate you for it. And I would love to know. I think everybody agrees while you pull that up. I think everybody agrees that we should quote unquote free Britney. Because of that, I want to purposely say no. I want to just be on the other side and be like, don't free Britney. Not really. I just want to mess with these people who are making flags.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Here we go.
Passionate. Okay, go ahead.
All right. It's not perfect. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. What? Why'd you put it in a small Word doc?
I put it in Paint because for whatever reason I can't. Oh, there we go.
Who still has Paint?
I have no idea. There we go.
You have what? Microsoft Paint? Oh my goodness!
I went to open it up and it was like, "You want to use Microsoft Edge?" And I was like, "No, who? What?
No, I don't trust Edge. I'd rather use something from 1998. Thank you."
Yeah. So here, if you haven't been keeping up with the Britney thing, listen, I am 100% on Britney's side right now. I am all about free Britney. Because you know what they said that, so she's made I don't know how many millions and millions and millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and because of conservatorships and all this other things, she's only allowed to spend $2,000 a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's it. That's her allowance after she's made hundreds of millions of dollars, and so it definitely is. It brings to light that there's some disparities amongst the.
Oh, for sure there is.
So, but I will say that some of these free Britney things are fantastic.
Well, and again, I think that's the only reason I want to take the opposite opinion, because I agree. I absolutely agree that Britney, that there is some serious shady stuff going on. What does all that say?
So this says, free Britney. If I survived psychosis in 2007, you can end mental health stigma. Free Britney. Yeah. But it's a umbrella with a lot of glitter paint. And I think that we talked that the real winner in this one is Michael's. It's the craft section is who's winning this stuff.
Their stock's going up.
Yeah. Tom also says bone jar, which I don't know what that means, but back at you, buddy.
Appreciate it. I love that. That's the mandate this morning. I'm appreciating. Do we have somebody else? I believe we do. We have the man, the myth, the legend, the great Josh Novi. Bringing him up. What's up?
Oh, hey. I also know Chris, but I'm too lazy to put anything in my name. So, welcome to my life, guys. Turns out I'm very selfish.
What?
Yeah.
I love how it just got deep and
Yeah, sorry
weird.
guys. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know.
We sent that memo out. I'm pretty sure it was in triplicate. So, anyway.
Man. Happy birthday, Chris.
Full
Thank
house.
you.
We're all finally here for the first time.
Yeah. How long has it been?
It's been a month, I would say, at least, since we've all been here.
Yeah, since we've all been here. So.
Oh yeah, together in one spot.
It is that time of year where we all gather for Chris's birthday, and we put up the Chris tree. It's a Chris tree.
Sacrifice, and then we all chant around a fire,
Right.
And then that's how Chris gets to live another year. It's a tradition.
Yeah. Well, Mike's wife celebrates today as a holiday, so my birthday.
Yeah.
Correct? Am I right?
Well, normally in the past it's been Toe Cramp Day, and that is July 12th. However, this year she had surgery on her face. So she's celebrating face surgery day, I think, today or somewhere near today. I don't know what it's planned.
I knew I was going to get cut. I knew it. I could feel it.
And another
It was
national
happening.
holiday is born.
That's right. How is everybody, before we get into, of course, the most important subjects of the world, what every news channel is talking about, mac and cheese ice cream. But before we get into that, how's everyone doing?
Man,
We get into that.
I am tired. Can we just talk about that? I'm tired. I know that you guys aren't, but I don't like to. I'm not good.
Josh, it is Tuesday afternoon. We're pre-recording this. Why are you so tired?
I drank a lot of chamomile tea, and it just puts me to sleep. This is not pre-recorded, just so people know that you're watching right now. This is live right now.
Yeah.
What time is it? 6:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Josh has been bitter.
I'm very
Ever
since the show started.
It's so no, I just so if and here in Arizona, I don't know why. School started yesterday, July 21st, a full month before anyone else even thinks about going to school. We wake up our kids, and then. But here's the thing: I don't care about my kids. What I do care is that they sprung it on me. We just got an email, and I was
They
like,
sprung it on you.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? They have to go to school.
yeah. It was like on Monday.
Sprung it on you. Like, here's what we're gonna do.
I like
On
how
Monday,
also
we got, like,
they targeted you like a truancy officer called you. It's like, this year your kids are gonna have to go to school.
listen,
Yeah.
we need to. You're responsible for some reason. This
Well, I remember I'm with you, Josh, because I remember back to school season. You'd walk into like Walmart as a kid, and you'd see back to school season, and then that means that like fall is right around the corner. Like Halloween costumes are next and everything.
Yeah.
But I walked in, and I'm like, "What's this back to school section here at Walmart? It's July.
yeah.
It's July."
Yeah, I found out on Monday. My kids were going back to school yesterday, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm with you.
That's why I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in Arizona, and I love Arizona except for that reason.
You're not mentioning the fact that the kids get out of school here in Arizona like in late winter.
Yeah, Arizonians, they don't go to school very long.
Well, so they do this thing called modified year round, is what they do. So they take away a month of summer vacation and then they sprinkle it in across the year.
Oh,
for
right.
the kids, and it's you know what? I don't know if it's better for them or not, but I just know what I want.
I think the main reason is so they can the school districts can save money on air conditioning costs.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, Josh, we're with you. We're praying for you. We're thankful that you made the stretch. You got in traffic and you drove all the way to your living room to do this show.
Drove all the way here. I got in my rascal scooter. I hit people on the way here. They might have been my children. I don't know. Who might have
Probably were. They probably were. As you guys know, it's my birthday. I'm super thankful for you guys saying happy birthday. Thank you.
I wore this shirt. I wore this shirt for you.
I wore a shirt for you.
I could have worn a t-shirt, but then I thought, I'll put a collar on just for Chris's birthday.
Just to reiterate, everybody, it is Chris's birthday, and I think we should all celebrate. That's right. Happy Chris birthday.
I appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
Happy Chris birthday.
It's like happy Chris birthday. Like he's like a Russian like mobster who doesn't quite know how to speak. Happy Chris birthday.
That's actually a message from Victor, I believe. Happy Chris birthday. My tiger is right here.
Yeah,
not my tiger though. Not my tiger.
I was going to get you a tiger, but I don't know where you get those.
Well, I'll just tell you guys. I know that we're kind of doing it up, but we don't have to focus on me at all. I'm a very humble person, kind of shy and everything. So we really don't have to do any of this.
If you're listening, Chris is putting on a green sash.
Yeah. It's weird that it says Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I grabbed what I could grab,
Put a little discount sticker on.
Why does it say Miss Thursday Morning?
Hey, I competed, okay? And I didn't cheat. And no matter what they say, there were no enhancing drugs in my system.
Well,
there was a little bit.
In your defense, you did go up against Josh, who wasn't quite awake at the time. So
yeah,
and he refused to wear the evening dress.
That is true. Here, I have to adjust this.
Let's see. So, Chris, you're 31 years old. Is that correct?
I am. I'm 31.
31.
You're the youngest one on the show here, and I just guys chime in here. You guys all remember when we started the show and Chris was just a baby. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We used to take turns holding him so we could talk about about the newest Batman movie that was coming out.
Yeah.
And Chris is like, Chris is always talking about, I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They made a live action of it? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Remember we used to go to Fazoli's afterwards and we get him the kid special? Remember that was still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh man. So many years together, guys.
I think we should just make Chris a little more comfortable and bring back his memories of his childhood. I love you. You love me.
I did grow up with that. I did.
Chris,
I-
you?
you're
yeah,
somebody
I-
special. Ooh, wee.
My circle before I met you guys, my circle was everybody that was younger than me. So they called me the old guy and the grandpa. That's always been my nickname. And then I meet you guys, and you guys are not. I will argue this. You guys are not significantly older than me, and yet
one of us is
I
literally
feel like a
grandpa.
baby. What?
One of us
'Cause
is
I hear-
literally a grandpa. It's and you can't be like, oh, they called me grandpa. Then you go and you hang out with grandpas, and you're like, I don't know, I feel
No.
young here.
No, you guys aren't. You guys are young,
Chris,
but
you
yet
seem- Chris,
you
seem
believe
so
that.
young. You're young only because every time we go out, you're like, "Can I go to the bathroom now?" You don't have to ask us; just go.
Yeah,
Do you need
That's
help?
true.
What's going on?
I also
Yeah, and
asked
also
you
in a
guys
restaurant, Chris, it's inappropriate to yell "wipe" from the bathroom.
I don't see the problem with it. I don't see it. Yeah, every time we're around or every time we hang out, there's at least one reference that gets thrown out that I've never heard of, and I just have to go. Sometimes I just laugh along, and I know you know. I know you all see it. You're like, Chris has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, like, sometimes it's something that obviously you wouldn't know, but like other times it's like very normal things. We'll be like, you guys remember President Reagan? And you're like, who?
Yeah, sometimes it's like we'll be talking about something, and we'll be, how do you not know what the Cold War was?
Yeah.
How have you never taken geometry? Is math that different now?
It is.
How do you,
It is.
how do you not know that people used to not wear masks all the time? How do you not know that?
Well, I for sure want us to move on to other subjects, but while we're in this little conversation,
But while I have the attention
Well-
on me,
while I have the complete attention and light on me, I woke up this morning. My chair was decorated in happy birthday decor. If you can
That's
see
inappropriate
behind me,
right now.
there's a sign that says happy birthday. And
Oh.
my wife, who's also my comedy writer, or like she's my co-comedy writer.
Oh, that's
I
why
also
you're
write.
funny. That's why.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Just
she.
so everyone listening knows, she wrote all of this that he's saying right now. Go.
I don't
she's
say
actually
a word
she writes all
without
my
her.
material too.
Yeah, she writes all of our stuff. So, yeah, no, she's great. So she wrote me a roast, and it was sitting on the chair, and it said like, read if you want, you can read this roast during the show live, but don't read it beforehand. So it's like, oh boy, okay.
Okay, Chris. So you,
Oh, yeah.
you cannot scan ahead as you're reading. You read it word for word as it comes to your brain.
Yes, okay, I'll do my
So don't-
best.
No hesitation. No, like, oh, I can't read that part. No.
Okay.
You gotta just read it. Here we go.
You guys cool with it then?
Oh yeah.
If there's any words you don't know, sound it out. We'll help you.
I like how she wrote it on cue cards.
She
Yeah.
did. She wrote it on a cue card. This is fantastic.
That's
I'm very
nice.
impressed. I don't know when she did this. We went to sleep at midnight. I was like, man, I got to get up in 5 hours. I don't know where and when she was able to do all this stuff. But-
I think she did it last year during the pandemic. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
if there's some references from 2020, don't be surprised, guys.
Oh, there's stuff on the back too. That's great. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Uh,
Don't let us see
uh,
the back. It'll ruin it.
oh, true,
Yeah, there
true,
you
true. Okay, all right. Chris insisted upon being roasted for his 30th birthday, but because of COVID and the fact that Mike James is Chris's youngest friend, gathering wasn't really an option.
I'm a high risk group. I'm in the high risk group.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
So today, on his 31st birthday, I, his wife, Micah, have decided to have him read aloud this mini roast because apparently Chris's head isn't big enough. It's true. That's true. One thing that makes me so happy about this roast is that at least his 3 fans are here to witness it. You guys truly mean so much to Chris, the funny one, the annoying one, and the other one. Thank you so much for helping Chris laugh through life when no one else was. Literally no one else, not a single person. This is great. I've never been roasted while reading. Seriously, though, One of my favorite things about Chris is his modesty and humility, despite him asking me to throw him a massive roast party, complete with a 3-course meal and everyone talking about him all night. Aside from all of that, he's always been a humble person. So much so that when I have,
No,
yeah, I'm trying to.
Sound it out.
Oh, when I asked what he spell it out, well, so much so that when I asked what he did for a living, what he does for a living, most days. Oh, when people ask, okay, hold on. So much so that when people ask what Chris does for a living, most days Chris responds with "I have no clue," which is true. I don't know how to respond to people when they ask. I don't want anybody asking for a joke. Another great example of Chris's modesty and determination is his heart for this morning show that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of. That's perfect. Every Thursday morning, he wakes up so early to hop onto a Facebook Live show where almost always one host is dead asleep, on camera, or off. And 2 of the 3 live viewers are his mother and my mother, which is accurate. Chris, you always said one day she would be watching you from home, and wow, look how far you've come. That's true. My mom is watching me from home. I'd like to conclude with this because I know it must be difficult to roast yourself, even though you do it every day with your fashion choices. That's great. Chris, no one will ever top your tenacity. I appreciate that. You're ambitious and driven, and you've done so much by age 31. You wrote for late night TV. You wrote a book. You performed on national television and even filmed a pilot episode for a show. Oh, man. You're truly inspiring. Now, if you can learn to put the toilet seat down, you'll be a perfect 10. That's it. Happy birthday. Oh, I appreciate
For
it.
those of you listening, you can't see this, but Chris is sobbing right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
real
perfect.
Barbara Walters
That
moment.
was very funny. Very good. Or grew up ever. You had to do burpees at one point. These were my least favorite exercise. This was something that was really popular when I was in boot camp. It was burpees. You had to do all these burpees. So a Brazilian athlete breaks the world record with 951 burpees in
Wow.
a row. 951.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't do 49
Comments?
more.
I know, right?
I like honestly for real. Like I mean, I want to puke after like 10.
Yeah.
Like oh man, I can't even imagine doing 951. They said he did it to celebrate his 35th birthday. So, anyways, so Chris, you have 4 years, 4 years to train, and then come back in 4 years, and we're gonna break the record 952.
There you
Like,
go. I think I'll do one burpee for every 50 years I turn because I don't believe that they're scientifically proven to do anything good in your life. I don't. I hate them. They're
Oh,
terrible.
Science.
And he said he did. So he had 1 hour to complete them.
Okay.
And his aim was 1,000. Of course, he fell short because he's a loser. And so,
Wow.
That is a lot.
yeah, can you just imagine like being like the kind of person who just thinks to yourself, "Oh man, you know I love burpees. You know I can do more than anyone else burpees."
But what
a
do you
good
do
point.
immediately following when you're done? They're like, time. Do you just collapse into the fetal position and be like, I'm an idiot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wait, he's Brazilian.
Rhabdomyosis. Oh.
Yeah. You know, there was a guy that his pride and joy was he ate the most like cockroaches or some crazy stupid bug. But then it was like hundreds, and then he walked outside and he died. So I feel bad for him, but he did.
Turns out that guy was a lizard person, and then you guys don't eat all these cockroaches. Okay, fine. If you're not gonna have them, I'll have them. Like,
He unhinged his jaw and then just put them all in. Yeah.
Right?
so a guy ate 100 cockroaches and then died.
Yeah, he did. Hey guys.
Well,
Hey,
This
can
is
can
Johnny.
Johnny does Johnny say
morning.
happy birthday yet?
Can you say happy birthday?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Can you
All
say
right.
good morning?
I can,
No.
but
Okay.
Nope.
I can, but I'm SAG, so I can't.
I'm sad. Yeah, he has a sad card, so he's very. That's why you don't see him often on
Yeah.
my stuff.
Yeah, he's a real Mort Sal. You know.
I know Mort Sal. Actually, I got you there.
All
mean,
right.
I know
vaguely
Mort
know.
Sal. I've worked with Mort Sal, and you, sir, I know Mort Sal.
Exactly.
Best friends with Mort Sal. I also know Taylor Dane, but only because of a comedy bit. That's it.
Oh, Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro, great bit. But
It's
yeah,
a great bit.
if you guys wanted me to impress you, it would be Taylor Dane.
Well,
Um,
have you guys seen the sequel to The Quiet Place?
I have I actually went to. That was the first movie I saw back in theaters. Like a month ago when it came out, and I was very.
I had
Yeah.
never seen the first one, but the second one came out and everybody was raving about how good it was. And it was even better than the first one. It was just so, and so I made myself watch the first one, and I subsequently called Brian and complained about it because that's what I do. I watch movies and complain about them. I'd say,
What, I was
Brian.
gonna say, what movie have you not called me and complained about?
every time I watch a movie, I call him. Have you seen this? Because I got some complaints.
You know what Mike loves? Mike loves a TV series that no one else will watch and gets canceled in the first season. Hey, you ever watch Glowing Marbles? It's a great show. It's a great show. It's about this scientist
It's
guy,
good.
and then he's got a wife with a lazy eye. It's really amazing.
He's got a wife with a lazy eye.
Oh my
I
gosh.
believe that. There are
Glowing
some.
Marble. Look for it on the.
Oh yeah, I wanted to bring something up. Mike, or no, it was Brian, I think, that had said that Netflix had originally said that they are not bringing back Manifest no matter what. Well, now there's too many people that have signed this petition, and Netflix is considering bringing it back. Now, with that being said, Mike and
I stopped watching it only because Brian told me it was canceled in the middle of the story.
I
it
said
might come back.
I said it so everyone on the morning laugh would write in. Hello,
Right.
you're welcome.
Of course. Here's my problem with the show. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. There are so many plot holes. The story is really dumb. The dialogue is so melodramatic. And then the thing that's the worst is that the daughter is like running the whole show. Like the daughter was like, "You two need to go out on a date." This is like in the beginning of the season 1. I was like, "Who are you?"
I only watched the first few episodes because then Brian convinced me that I will get too frustrated because it ends. But even in that, you're right. The biggest plot hole to me was that this crazy incident happens. Nobody knows why, and then they just move on with their lives like nothing's happened.
Yeah, I
Like-
know.
Like, what you mean? You're not all on talk shows 24/7. You're not being inundated by people. Like, what happened to you? Tell me
and
more.
And they pulled a classic. I'm pretty sure these writers of this show moved on to write shows on PureFlix because they pull the classic Christian movie things where it's like something very supernatural happens and then they don't believe it. They're like, that couldn't be accurate. It's like in this show, they're like 5 years in the future and they're like, oh, I still believe in science. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. What are you talking about? Why would you say it like that?
The true miracle of that show, though, is that the kid who's sick,
Yeah.
In season 3, he's a much better actor. Just an observation. So
He just becomes a better actor.
well, you know what's weird too is they started bringing out the elements of the drama, like the lady cop and the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
The glances, the looks. It's like I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
So it's too much.
I love the fact that it's the writers that write PureFlix movies.
They really are. I'm like, what am I watching? I've been waiting for any of them to come to Jesus, which is cool, but it's like, oh,
Because for Christian movies, PureFlix has tried, but they just fall short. By the way, this is brought by Lord TV.
Lore TV is a streaming channel. Mike and I both ended up being in a pilot for it. So it's just a shameless plug. Thank you, Mike.
It is. Lore.tv. Check it out.
Oh, and
There,
I should
well,
mention
it's not
that,
for everybody. There are people that that feel that they are. Well, you see, if you go check it out, I love it. I love everybody involved with it. I think it's great, but it certainly is ruffling feathers.
Yeah, Mike and
Yeah.
Chris are part of this Lure TV, and then Josh and I went to lunch the day you guys were shooting.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
just thought
so-
I wanted to put that out. This segment brought to you by Anzio's.
But you don't have a
Anzio's
logo,
Wing.
Brian. Where's your
I
logo?
wasn't on. I'm sorry, I didn't know this is where product placement was supposed to go. So-
Always be prepared. If you are listening to the podcast, I want you to know that we have had my toddler just sitting on my lap for the past 10 minutes making
Yeah.
faces.
He's
And,
doing great. He's
he's
doing
doing-
great.
Yeah, he's just chilling, and I appreciate all of you guys. He's yawning a lot, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
this thing. So
he is yawning
because
because he is listening to the show.
I'll tell you something funny about Johnny. Because I have a beard, I comb my beard a lot. So he started taking up on the habit, and I don't know if you saw him, but a few minutes ago he was doing that. He just
Yeah.
grabbed his. He always does like this part, and it's like you don't have a beard, but he does it because I have a beard.
It's a beard in training.
I had to grow a beard for that pilot that we were filming, and I couldn't stop doing the stroking the chin
First
thing.
of all, let's back up a second.
A beard? Do you mean
Mike,
my wife?
Mike, you did not have to grow a beard. You chose to grow a beard. Secondly, all the weight you gained for the part 2, you didn't gain weight for the part. Okay, so just back it up.
Hey, we as actors we get to make these choices, and it made sense.
You think I'm wearing this shirt because I want to?
Is Johnny all excited because it's National Mango Day? Is that what's getting?
Thanks for watching The Morning Laugh. Stay tuned for more.
Hey guys, thanks for watching The Morning Laugh. Make sure that you stay tuned for even more Morning Laugh.
Hey, morning laughers, this is Josh. Thank you so much for tuning in with us every Thursday for this first season. We have a lot more planned for you with this next season and beyond, so stay tuned with us. Again, thank you for watching. We can't wait to see you in person.
We have some big announcements coming up soon, and hopefully we'll be coming to your neighborhood too. So
Yeah. As of this summer, I plan on being here in Arizona because the fall I'll be on the road a lot. But as of this summer, I think the wisest thing to do is to be in Phoenix because the weather is just so phenomenal.
it is. If you have not been to Phoenix during July or August, I highly recommend it. It is beautiful. It is
So
So
nice.
nice. Bring a jacket, just in case.
Well, yeah, you want to dress in layers for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
'Cause
And
it's like some cities, it's nice and pleasant and warm in the sun, but then you go in the shade and it's woo.
that's Phoenix.
Shows like this where it's like there's an incident that happens and it's just all the stories of the people that are around that, and it's the kind of show I think, oh, I could really get invested in this and watch it and go along for the ride for it. So I was excited about it, but now it's garbage to me and I hate it. Thanks,
I'm
Brian.
gonna tell you too, Mike, because I know you, Mike. This is what's gonna happen to you probably around the end of season 1, early season 2. What the heck? And then you're gonna blow up and go, "This is the dumbest show ever." And then you're gonna rant on this show for another 15 minutes about like,
Yeah.
and then the guy comes in and he goes for no reason.
I'm so looking forward to that point.
I'm just
That
trying
was
to
a
save you some
spot-on
grief,
impression.
man. I know you're busy. You got
There's
things
nothing
to do.
more satisfying to me than something to just really sink my teeth into to hate. Like, this is the dumbest thing, and let me tell you why.
Oh, hey, we got to wrap up the show here. But if you'd like to hear Mike rant about things, you can go to MikeJamesComedy.com.
Thank you.
Also, if you want to hear the good things in life, go to @ChrisWinelandComedy.com. If you're interested in shirts about zucchinis, you can go to JoshNovy.ninja and pick up your zucchini shirt there. And if you just like me and want to say hi, you can go to BrianKahatsu.com. And then, of course, don't forget the Generationally Funny. Go buy your tickets, folks, if you want to come see us and get your plane reservations for Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can also go to generationallyfunny.com. The name of our tour is Generationally Funny. So that's a great way to go. You can also reach it if you go to themorninglaugh.com.
Perfect.
By the way, just to clarify, if people are confused, you cannot stop or fix or cure or whatever COVID by rubbing Noid poo on yourself.
No,
That
but it
will
will
not
make
work.
your pizza
What-
warmer.
Yeah, and what our podcast people can't see is that Mike is winking right now, which is a weird thing to do while you're saying that. Just want to let you know, wink, wink. You can't cure COVID with Noid poo. Wink, wink.
Wait, it's Marvin, not Melvin.
Oh, you're talking about Messy Marvin?
Yeah.
Speaking of 1980. Yeah, okay.
I think that's the right, isn't it?
Messy
I'm
Marvin,
looking it up.
the Hershey's kid, who was also Ralphie.
Oh no, that's no. Wow. I just looked up Messy Marvin, and you're right. That's that old kid from the Hershey's commercials. But for some reason, the way it came up on my screen with pictures is a progression of age of him, and it's not very flattering.
I love the idea that, like, in your mind, you're thinking of Messy Marvin, the kid that had chocolate all over his mouth, was the plumber that you don't want in your house. Like that, you don't want this guy.
Hey,
It's
you
the
don't want
worst.
you don't want your plumber thing. It melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
Anything else before we take
I think
off?
that's it.
All right, make sure you share,
yeah.
subscribe, listen to us on podcast, comment, and we will see you next week on The Morning Laugh.